Hey, Biz, let it drop right here.
What's up? Welcome in. It is Friday, and you're listening to the Travis Talk Sports Show with the coach, Ron Tunick.
It is an honor to be with you, man. You're just one of the nicest people, seriously, I know in my life. But sports-wise, I'm just concerned that you just want to focus on the NBA. We need to get into the Dodgers today. We need to talk. Well, you are a golfer, so we're going to talk Masters. I'm on lockdown this weekend. Don't call me. Don't text me. Don't do nothing.
It's a big weekend for golf.
Yeah, baby. So you and I have a little soda pop bet going. You're doing – yesterday I was doing well. I was going to call and tease you. I'm glad I didn't. Today you're kicking my butt.
Yeah, how's Sergio doing there, Coach?
Yeah, that was a long shot, you know. He won last – look, you and I play golf together. We don't play a course like Augusta National, and – you know, he puts the backspin on the ball. And do you see those 5 shots?
I know. I agree with him. He said, I hit 5 perfectly good shots, and they all went in the water.
Unbelievable.
A 13. He got a 13 and said good night to that tournament.
Yeah.
But, hey, listeners, welcome in. Give us a call if you have any takes on this Masters tournament, 661-298-5487.
Patty LaRue, is he allowed to call in again?
He's got a limit, but he hasn't reached it yet.
Is he out of rehab, or is he okay?
He's okay.
He's okay.
We played golf yesterday, Mr. LaRue and I, at Elkins Ranch.
I love that little
I didn't have
course.
a 13 like Sergio, but I had a couple holes where were pretty bad.
How about introducing our fabulous
who's our guest?
Today? Jared.
Jared.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Jared. Yeah, welcome. I'll welcome you. Pasadena City College. What's the nickname?
They are the Lancers.
Oh, baby.
So basically, they are the same exact colors and similar mascot as USC.
Now, are you going to have – I know you want to get into broadcasting, which you are. You're starting today. In fact, you could probably replace me and do a lot better job than I'm doing. How do you pronounce your last name?
Brosnan.
Easy.
Yeah, like Pierce Brosnan, James
easy.
Bond. Yeah.
A relative, maybe?
If we go back far enough, probably.
Probably. Is your daddy listening?
Maybe.
Maybe. He can listen on hometownstation.com.
Yes, he can.
Or the fabulous app that you and I listen to the show on. Go to the App Store and put in KHTS 1220 AM. Best radio app, isn't it? I mean, you're all over the country.
It's great.
You travel all over.
I got to give a shout out to my in-laws, Bruce and Nora. They're in Tennessee. They're listening right now on that app.
Ooh, what city? I love Tennessee. What city?
Near Nashville. I can't remember the
Nashville.
city. But they're moving back here to Santa Clarita here in the next couple months.
Bruce and Nora?
Yes.
Call in 66. No, seriously, don't move. I used to have an office in Nashville. I love it. Franklin, the food, I learned how to eat grits.
Wow.
Put a little butter on some grits, man, and you're living the lifestyle.
Nice.
But I love country music, and downtown Nashville, I'm telling you, every night it's as good as it gets in America.
It is. It's nice. I've been there a couple times.
All right, back to Jared. So your favorite sport, NBA. Why don't you and Travis, while I listen and observe and learn something about the NBA?
As long as we don't have to talk about grits, then I'm good.
Have you ever had grits?
Awful.
Seriously?
Ugh.
You've not been in the right places, son.
Not a grits fan. My mom is a grits fan. My grandpa's from North Carolina. They're big into that kind of food. I can't do it.
What's your mommy's name?
Kim.
Is she listening?
Yep.
Yeah, that's a nice name. That's a lady's name, Kim.
All right, now that we got all the family out of the way that's listening.
Well, you brought up
and what's
Bruce
up with
and
mommy
Nora.
and daddy? You're calling everyone. Jared's like 25.
He's 20.
Okay.
He still has a mommy, okay?
I know, but it's mom.
You live at home
It's
still,
mom,
Jared?
It's mama.
Yes, I do.
All right, it's mommy and daddy. He lives at home
Oh.
still.
Oh, stop.
All right,
that.
let's talk some NBA here. What did you guys think about the Lakers here? Swept the San Antonio Spurs this year for the first time ever. They don't play 4 games anymore. Well, some teams you play four games, but they played them 3 games this year. Was 3-0, and it was a tough game for the Spurs. They needed to win 2 nights ago, and they couldn't. What do you think,
Could
Karen?
be, well, as you said before, was it last time the Lakers swept the Spurs? How long ago did you say it was?
I don't think they ever have.
Years ago, yeah. It's a year for the Spurs streaks being snapped. They're not going to win 50 games for the first time since the 1990s. They might not make the playoffs for the first time since 1990s. It's been an up and down year. Tony Parker, Manu Ginobili, those guys are done. Kawhi Leonard's basically been out the entire year. I have no idea what's going on with him. If he's just being way too cautious or he doesn't want to be in San Antonio, it's interesting to see. And I want to see, as we talk about San Antonio, what's happening out there, because Kawhi Leonard turned down a $100 million contract with Jordan. Is he just losing interest in the sport? Does he want to leave San Antonio? To leave that much money on the table is really interesting for someone to do.
Well, here's a couple things about the Spurs. One is very impressive. They went 18 seasons in a row winning 50 games or more until this year. 18 years in a row. That's phenomenal. Has that ever been done before? I don't think so. Will
Probably
it ever
not.
be done again? That's going to be hard. But they're going to win 48 games, maybe 49 games if they win out. But here's the thing. That's still a pretty incredible job by Popovich, considering you got an old Gasol, you got an old Tony Parker, you got an old Ginobili, and you got your best player who hardly even played 5 games this year in Kawhi Leonard, and they still almost won 50 games. So, again, Popovich is a great coach. And but that team just looks tired. They look tired and old. But I think the Lakers, they got a great future ahead of them. The way they play is entertaining. They got young guys that just go out there and get it, fight hard, play hard. And then they got all this cap space coming up here and all these players that if they don't get LeBron, if they don't get Paul George, which they're going to get one of those guys, they got so much money to go after other players, and even Kawhi Leonard, possibly.
Yeah, we can see he's got 1 year left on his deal. To be honest, I would rather them not try to go after anybody this year and wait next summer, because Anthony Davis and Kawhi Leonard are free agents, and those are two of the top 10 guys in the league. They're both under 30 years old. So that's why I'm thinking about it. I would rather have Anthony Davis and Kawhi Leonard than LeBron and Paul George.
Well, you know for sure that you have one of those players that wants to come to the Lakers, and that's Paul George. He's basically verbally said that. The other two players are chances. You know, you have no guarantee that you're going to get Kawhi Leonard or Anthony Davis, which would be nice if you could get those players. But you have Paul George for sure, who's still young, and I think LeBron wants to be here. So I don't know. And then you got to think about the fans. Will they put up with another year of maybe making the 8 seed if they don't do anything in the off season this year?
I think they would. For me, I would. If they made the 8th seed next year without signing up the big guys, it'd be like, wow. Imagine if they then get these big-time free agents. That means people would want to go there. They'll think, wow, those young guys, they made the 8th seed. Imagine what I could do adding myself onto them.
Yeah, but do you pass up the best player in the league?
If he wants to come here, you sign him right away. But for me, if he doesn't want to sign here, I don't think it's
Who's the best player in the league?
LeBron James.
Yeah, but Jared, you just said you'd pass on LeBron?
LeBron and Paul George together this year, I would rather have Kawhi Leonard and Anthony Davis on this Lakers team.
Does your parents know that you're talking like this on the radio? You
Well,
can't pass
maybe.
on LeBron James.
I'm not saying you pass. I'm saying it's okay.
Aaron, did you just hear what he said? It's crazy talk.
I don't know. LeBron leaves a lot of carnage wherever he goes.
He's 33.
So you'd have to blow it up. I think you'd have to get rid of somebody, one of the young players, if you got LeBron.
I'd get rid of Lonzo. That's what I'd get rid of.
You're crazy.
stop
No,
that.
you don't get rid of Lonzo.
Are we going to talk about soccer today?
No, we're not.
We're going to talk about women's soccer.
You
No?
like the Champions League? That was Tuesday and Wednesday.
What
Aaron,
about-
you watch any of that?
What's the kid's
not
name
really.
with the Galaxy that with the ponytail and incredible 40-yard? I mean, I don't know anything about soccer, but that kick he made was unbelievable. What's his name?
Zlatan.
Latan.
Zlatan
Oh,
Ibrahimovic
with the Z?
from Sweden.
Zatlan.
Zlatan.
Never mind.
Yeah.
How about girls softball? Santa Clarita Valley is a hotbed for sending young ladies to Division I schools. Are you guys aware of this?
Very.
Oregon's number 5 in the country right now with ladies softball.
They have any Santa Clarita players on their team?
They used to. I need to check their lineup. They used
Who's
to.
number one?
I'm not sure.
So you just saw Oregon and said, I got to go with
I
something.
don't care about who's number 1.
Yeah. I'll settle for number 5, Oregon.
That makes me happy. That's all that counts.
Back to the NBA now. The Clippers had a chance of possibly making that 8 seed. They were 2 games out, and they got blown
They got killed
out
last night at
big
Utah.
time. And Utah is an impressive team.
They're going to be the 4 seed. They'll have home court in their first round against probably going to be OKC. We don't even know who it's going to be. That's how close it is between the 5 through the 10.
Actually, the 4 through the 10. Yeah, there's two
Utah might not even
games
get
or
home
less.
court. It's amazing.
Yeah, incredible. And then a good game was the Rockets and Blazers. It was a good fight last night. The Rockets pulled it out by 2 points over the Blazers. And then the Warriors without Steph, they're struggling a little bit. I don't know if they're just kind of waiting around for playoffs to start, but the Pacers beat them by 20 points last night.
Yeah, Pacers really took it to them. I was thinking wow, I thought the Rockets were going to pull it off against them until Tuesday night when I saw the Warriors with KD, Clay, Draymond beat the Thunder in OKC. I was like, yeah, I still think these guys. I'll still take them over Houston.
That's Jared from Pasadena City College, the Lancers. You got a nice radio voice, too.
Thank
you. Are we done? Does anybody care about McGregor in handcuffs this morning?
That's insane. That's an incredible story.
Do you think it's a stunt, you
At
guys?
first I thought it was a stunt, but then
This isn't WrestleMania.
After-
This is UFC.
at first I thought it was a stunt, and then after to promote, these people buying the pay-per-view for the fights. And then after Dana White saying, would you want to work with Conor McGregor? Would you want to be in business
He was pretty
with
upset.
him? And, he's like, normally I back my guys, but I'm not backing McGregor.
Yeah, he was
on
he
this.
was pretty upset. You're listening to Travis Talk Sports on KHTS, award-winning KHTS.
Do you think you'd be able to throw a dolly through how far? do you
No,
think
I
you'd be
couldn't
able to
lift
throw
a dolly.
Yeah, right.
I mean, it has to be 70, 80 pounds.
That was incredible.
What was he
He was
doing
like
attacking a
Hercules.
bus?
I know.
had to be
There were
so-
players. There were other
Fighters.
Insane.
Fighters, excuse me.
Players.
UFC fighter. Do your generation? Do you guys watch that UFC stuff?
Not really. We see about it a lot on social media. We'll watch the big boxing matches from time to time, but it's not that big.
Does your parents know you watch wrestling on WWE?
I don't even watch wrestling.
Who does?
Middle America, I think, it's still huge. It's huge on social media. It can be trending a lot every Monday
Look
night.
at Aaron. Aaron looks guilty right now.
No. Believe
You
me.
watch WWE.
Believe me, no.
I watched it. My granddaughter Madison watches it, and the ladies come on. I'm telling you what. I'm just saying.
Oh, please. Your granddaughter watches it. You watch the ladies wrestle, Coach.
Yes, I did.
Love it.
Yes, I did.
Right.
It was pretty cool.
All
But-
right, let's get back to a real sport. Now, another little hot topic here was why the Lakers wait so long to give Elgin a statue?
I don't know why. That's another dumb thing that they just waited so long for. He was insane. He was the just talented Michael Jordan, Kobe like player.
Yeah, they're saying
He was
Before
like the
anyone-
Phil Mickelson. He came along at the wrong time when these other great players. He then I don't know. There's something about him. I've met him several times. He ran the Clippers, right, Jared, for a long time, didn't he?
Yeah, he did for a while in the 90s, early 2000s. Hasn't done much since.
maybe
then.
that's the reason why he went over to the dark side of the Clippers,
Yeah.
and
They're gonna remove
you
Jerry
surround
West's
yourself with
statue.
losing like that. I don't know. Maybe you don't deserve.
No, I
the
think there's a
statue.
good point to that, and I blame him as I would blame most general managers that year after year after year produced a horrible team. I mean, you're too young to remember, but what you're not, Travis. What 15 years of miserable losing with the Clippers?
I've never been a Clipper fan, so I've never lost. Been miserable, so I don't know. I don't know anything about that.
We had, back in 2002, we had season tickets to the Lakers, or to the Clippers. My dad bought the season tickets, and they were terrible.
They were selling tickets on the back of Ralph's grocery bags. I remember those. They had those next to the Legoland coupons.
Yeah, but you saw the All-Stars come through. You see AI come through.
That's
KG
why you
in
would go to a
Minnesota.
game. Exactly.
Yeah.
You'd want sure. Can we talk a little baseball? I mean, every week it's NBA, and we're almost out of time before we take a break. Can we talk about the Dodgers? I want to get Jared's take. Your generation, you're a millennial for sure.
I guess so. Yeah.
What do you mean you guess so?
Born in I mean, we had actually my family had a long conversation about like millennial generation X, Z, Y.
Yeah, what's the generation this 14, 15-year-olds? What are they called, Aaron? Do you know? Or Jared, do you know?
I just call them youngins. They're
Youngins?
still kids.
Yeah, well, you're a youngin, too. What are they called, Alpha 1?
I don't know. That seems made up to me.
I've never heard of Alpha 1. I think Generation Z or Y
Something
or
like
Gen
that.
X.
Okay, so L.A. Dodgers, Travis.
2-5, not a good start.
Are you
Not a good start.
Are you a Dodger fan like I am?
Yeah, I'm a Dodger fan. I don't know what like you are. I don't know what that means.
I missed 4 games last year. I
Watching?
watched. Yeah,
Well,
I
you're
went
more
to,
of a fan
I
than
went
me
to a
because
few.
I don't even get that channel the way they've
I went to
messed
a-
everything up here.
I went to a few. You can get. I'm not going to mention the company. Do you realize 70% of the fans, Jared and Travis in LA, cannot see the Dodgers?
That's a shame, but I have Spectrum, so I don't have to worry about that problem.
I say I don't want to mention the name.
No, you don't have Spectrum. Your mommy and daddy have Spectrum.
I have Spectrum.
Sorry,
and
Kim. Sorry, Kim.
I
That
have
was
Spectrum,
Travis with the.
and I watch less than 4 games a year.
You have Spectrum.
And I watch less than 4 games.
What do you watch?
It's just too much of a time commitment to watch the Dodgers.
Are you a
And the games
Netflix junkie?
Yeah, Netflix, Showtime, HBO. I love it all. Hulu.
I got Hulu recently. It's pretty good.
Jared, do you watch Netflix?
Yeah.
Okay, so I just finished. I'm a Netflix junkie, as Aaron knows.
I'm
so
more of an HBO junkie than Netflix.
What are you watching, Coach?
I don't have anything right now. I need something. I'm thinking about Homeland. Have you seen Homeland?
Homeland is a big commitment because they're in season 6 right now, and it's
That show's been going on for a long
yeah,
time.
it's great. You know what? This season is better than ever. But the show you have to get into if you're gonna transition to Showtime, Billions. It's with Paul
heard that's a
Giamatti,
Okay,
great
Damian
new show.
Lewis.
I'll start Billions tonight. I just finished You Better Call Saul, which was the
Better Call Saul.
Better Call
You
Saul.
watched the entire series. You
I
don't know
did,
that?
but it was
It's
only
You
3
Better Call
seasons. It was only 3
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, right.
yeah.
One
but-
thing I hate about Netflix is you get into a series and you watch it and then you catch up. It's over. The season's over, and you can wait a year before the next season comes out.
Good point.
Do not
point.
like that.
Why haven't any of these guys like done a baseball or sports thing? How come like
do you
Hard
mean?
Knocks? Something like Hard Knocks. Where it is a series. Does
They
that
do
make
a lot of
sense?
sports documentaries on like Netflix.
They'll do
and
it
things
for the
like that.
boxing matches. At Showtime and HBO, they do a lot of behind the
24/7
scenes stuff.
Are you watching Ball in the Family? Anybody watching Ball in the Family on Facebook?
Awful.
Oh no, it's way entertaining. It's really good. It's
I've never
really
seen
well
it.
produced.
It's with your favorite player.
with your
Oh,
favorite
that's a-
family.
Lonzo Ball in the family.
No, really, it's a series. Facebook is now doing Siri.
Yes.
So you watch it on the little screen.
You can watch it on your little screen. You can watch it on the big screen. You know, it's great. It's really well produced. It's produced actually by the same people that produced the Kardashian show.
Big baller brand. All right,
So-
back to baseball.
Yeah.
We talked about the Dodgers. They're 2-5. Their game I think it got rained out today.
Yeah,
They're gonna
it
play
did
doubleheader
postpone.
tomorrow. What's going
Oh,
on?
it'll be rained out
What-
tomorrow too, probably. No
Probably.
big storm up there.
What's going on with the Dodgers?
There's several things that are going on. One is baseball is about pitching, and the pitchers are always ahead at this time. Think about that. They have fresh arms. So pitching is ahead of the hitters right now. As their arms get tired in another month or two, you'll see the hitters start to get their averages up. But with the Dodgers, I think they've got a hangover. Jared, do you think they have a World Series hangover? I just think the way the World Series ended with Bellinger overswinging, Seager overswing, they're overswinging. Nothing's changed from the World Series.
Well, in these five years that they've won the division, they've never started out on fire out of the gate. They've always been a little slow. Back in 2013, they were pretty bad until they called up Puig, then they went on a run. Last year, they were okay until they called up Bellinger, and then they went on their huge 43-game run. So I think it's just the beginning. It's just baseball, you know. Just everybody, it just starts out. Everybody's got Turner's out. He's the MVP of the team. He's out until at least like June or May. I think that's got a lot to do with it right now. Puig's hitting third when he should be hitting more in the lower section of the lineup.
Well, the Astros don't have a hangover.
No.
6-1.
Well,
Starting off good, but the
Jared
Angels
made a good point. Baseball's about statistics, so we've got a long season ahead of us.
The Angels are 5-2, and you saw their new guy,
Ohtani.
He's hit 2 home runs now, and he pitched very well. That's the thing about early in the season. They haven't done their scouting on him per se, every team, and so he's ahead of them a little bit.
We tried to get him. The LA tried to get him, but
He
I
didn't
don't
want
know
to come.
No.
Said he wanted a smaller market, but then he just goes to the Angels. What, are you just going to go 20 minutes south to Anaheim?
Well, it's interesting you say that. It even though they're now called the LA Angels, they don't have the legacy like the Yankees or the Dodgers. And look, I like Mike Scioscia. The Angels have never been a team that would get my interest when you're in the Dodger
I don't
family.
care about the Angels at all.
You don't? How about you, Travis?
Not really, not too much. The Dodgers and the Kansas City Royals. So, listeners, we've set the topics on the table. It's time for you to give us a call, give us a take. What do you think? We got some more news to talk about. Some Rams.
Big shout out
made
to all the
another-
boys at Leon's. I'll see you in a little while.
The Rams made another trade, the Super Bowl champion Rams. So when we come back on KHTS, Travis Talk Sports, give us your take, 661-298-5487.
Little Eye Leaders is the newest preschool in the Santa Clarita Valley. At Little Eye Leaders, our outstanding teachers lead with intellect, perspective, and heart. That means our programs provide a warm, nurturing atmosphere to meet the unique needs of each child. We believe that play is a powerful form of learning for young children. That's why our kids have every opportunity to learn through the magic and excitement of play. Parents, schedule a tour today by calling 303-0400 or online at littleeyeleaders.org.
Hey, all you savvy style seekers, extraordinary deals on designer brands await you at the outlets at Tejon. Find the latest fashion and accessories at Michael Kors, H&M, Levi's Outlet Store, Coach, and Calvin Klein. Shop for the whole family at Gap Outlet, American Eagle Outfitters, Oshkosh B'gosh, and Nike Factory Store. Even style your home with Pottery Barn Outlet and Le Creuset. All at amazing everyday value you won't find anywhere else. Join our VIP club today to receive your free coupon brochure filled with hundreds of dollars in additional savings. Follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter, or visit TejonOutlets.com for the latest sales and events. Your must-shop stop is located just 40 minutes north on I-5.
Shop spring style value on a budget. The best trends of the season have arrived at an unbelievable value of up to 65% off every day. Find fashionable flats, flowy tops, and floral dresses at over 60 brand name stores. Visit TejonOutlets.com for a complete list of stores and sales.
At Jersey Mike's, we think there's a whole lot of wow to be found between 2 layers of fresh baked bread. Like, wow, this sub sandwich sure has a little something something special. And wow, Juice does for sub sandwiches what spinach does for a certain well-known sailor man. Because we never just make a sub. Every sub we make is a sub above. Jersey Mike's, be a sub above.
Your Santa Clarita Jersey Mike's, a proud sponsor of Santa Clarita High School football.
This is Bernard Cash with Earthwise Nutrition Center. We have been serving Santa Clarita Valley from the same location in Granary Square Shopping Center for the last 30 years. We built our business on earning people's trust. What you get at our store, you will not get anywhere else. You're going to get a family that's going to tell you the truth, that's more interested in earning your business long-term versus making a big sale. You're going to get 30 years of knowledge, and you're going to get a wide variety of products that actually work. You can visit us at buyearthwise.com or call us at 661-255-2928.
Santa Clarita Valley has a long history of safe, reliable water service. SCV Water is dedicated to increasing efficiencies, protecting our vital resources, and improving their customers' experiences. That's you. Meet them at their new home on the web at yourscvwater.com. There, you can find the latest news, rebates, and much more. That's yourscvwater.com. They can't wait to serve you.
Hi, this is Jason Perez with New American Funding, Santa Clarita's own homegrown mortgage expert. Visit my website at lendsev.com or give me a call at 661-972-1092. Whether you're a first-time home buyer or trying to go from your condo to a castle, here at New American Funding, my team and I are here to help you do whatever you need. Once again, feel free to give me a call, 661-972-1092, or visit my website at lendsev.com. I'm looking forward to working with you.
98.1 FM and AM 1220.
Hey, Biz, let it drop right here.
Welcome back to Travis Talk Sports. What's happening, y'all? We got special guest Jared in the house, along with the coach Ron Tunick. We're talking about all kinds of sports today. We talked about
too much NBA.
Oh no, it's playoff season. Come on. One thing that we need to talk about, I don't want to talk about, but it is an update from last week. We had the Final Four last Friday. We were sitting here talking about our picks, and as you know, my team's the Kansas Jayhawks, and we just got worked by Villanova on Saturday. And at least we lost to the NCAA champions, but did you watch that game? Anytime a team hits 18 three-pointers on you, it's going to be pretty hard to win.
I had Villanova in my Final Four. It's interesting. I love college basketball during is that March Madness music?
No, that was sadness music for Travis.
March Sadness.
Yeah. Oh, March Sadness.
It was
Actually,
not one
was
shining
April.
moment.
Well, yeah, it was May 31st.
Who was your team, Jared? Who was your Final Four?
The team that his team beat in the Elite Eight, the Dukies.
The Dukies?
Yeah.
That was a hard loss. Your Final Four was Duke, Villanova.
Duke, Villanova. I had Michigan, and then I had Arizona.
Michigan.
I had Michigan in the final. I had Michigan in my championship game.
They just looked so tired. They were exhausted. They were exhausted.
I had 3 out of 4: Kansas, Villanova, Michigan. My 4th team was Virginia that lost on the first day.
Everybody had Virginia,
but pretty impressive team of the Villanova Wildcats. They started off that championship game. It looked like it was going to be a tight, close, tough game, and then the second half they just pulled away. They have so many weapons, and you couldn't keep them down. So
yeah, for those upperclassmen, teams have won the last 3 years. When you look at Nova twice, and then UNC last year was a senior-laden team.
Yep, and if you think about it, my Jayhawks, they had a couple seniors too.
Yeah, they're a senior guy. Only two one and done teams have won in the era.
The interesting year, really no great players that you could say, wow, can you imagine this player's 5 years or 7 years from now in the NBA, other than the kid because he's built somewhat Aton.
Yeah, DeAndre Ayton and Marvin Bagley those guys are going to be something else to watch in the next 5 years in the NBA.
Can we get back to it's Masters weekend? It only comes around once a year. Can we just talk a little bit more about golf, Travis?
Yes,
and Jared,
I have the leaderboard right here I want to talk about.
At lunch, I asked Jared, who's leading? Give us an update.
Patrick Reed, -6.
Oh, boy.
Through the 7th hole.
I don't have
So we got
him.
Reed at -6. Leishman -5.
Don't have him.
Spieth -4. He's done for the day. McIlroy -4.
I have McIlroy.
Stinson -4. Hoffman -4.
Nope.
And then one of my picks was Ricky Fowler. He's -2.
Where's Tiger right now?
Tiger is +4.
Way down there.
Stay at +4
Where's
and
Bubba?
you'll make the cut. Bubba's not going to.
Tiger's +4 through the 9th hole. Yes, Bubba is.
Start of the day.
Tiger's only played 9 holes? No. Are you serious?
That's what it says.
They went off at 10:30. Tiger teed off at 10:30.
This could be delayed. I don't know. I'm on the PGA Tour site.
Here's my question to both of you. I asked Jared at lunch, and he kind of was foggy on his answer, but now that he's woken up from his smoothie, does golf make it without Tiger, you guys? I mean, here's one, NBA struggled a little bit when MJ, Michael Jordan, retired. Thank God LeBron came along. If Tiger wasn't involved in golf, Travis, because you're a golfer, where would golf be?
Well, obviously, if you just look since he's been back, the talk has been, how's Tiger? The fans are out to all these tournaments. But I think that there's still a lot of new young talent out there that's bringing the fans out. The Spieths, the Fowlers.
Well, you and I will watch it because we play golf and we talk about it. But Jared, your generation,
the people who don't watch golf aren't going to watch if Tiger's not in the hunt. That's just how it is. A bunch of people my age, we like golf because of Tiger. Like I'll still watch golf because I like to play the sport.
But what is it about this icon? I mean, I'm trying to seriously. I'm trying to get serious for a moment. What he had some personal problems. Are you aware of this? He had some personal problems. He did, Aaron.
I know.
Yeah, everybody has personal problems.
He was such an indomitable force since, he's been on the national spotlight since he was 2 years old.
Right.
He was on national television.
He's one of the most dominating athletes of all time. That's why he was so popular as well.
Oh, this brings me back.
But here's the other thing. He's not young. So I don't know why.
He's not young. He's 42 years old. I would burp
in the
him.
PGA Tour, that is not young anymore.
Oh.
So he's not young. So why are all the young people going to follow him? What makes young people decide that they're going to follow Tiger? He's not young.
Can you give me an update on Ian Poulter real quick?
You got Fowler and all these other guys. Zach Johnson. By the way, Bubba Watson's -2 through 8, so he's going to make the cut.
Okay, what about Ian Poulter? I got to ask Jared a question while you're looking up Ian Poulter. So ESPN, Jared, you know about ESPN?
Yes.
Do you know what it stands for?
The Entertainment Sports Programming Network.
That a boy. Nice job. That's Jared, and your last name is?
Brosnan.
Someday, catch him early. If you're out there and you're in HR, in broadcasting, catch this kid early. Someday he's going to be the next Vin Scully. I'm not kidding you. He's a smart kid. ESPN came out with their top 20 athletes in the last 20 years. Are you aware of that?
Yes.
Did you see the list?
Yeah, a lot of people had some issues with it.
He was
a lot of people.
He was listening last week. He knows everybody who's on that list already.
Who's not on the list that you think should be on that list?
Kobe. Shaq.
Oh, you're a Kobe lover? Yeah,
Shaq.
Shaq. How could Shaq not be on that list?
Domination for that 3-year run. Nobody could stop
But
him.
you said active, didn't you?
No. What's his name's not active? Barry Bonds is not active. He's on the list.
Oh.
He's number 17. Who else is not active on the list? Serena Williams. Still
Rafael
active?
Nadal should have been on the list for how dominant he is on clay court. 10 French Opens. That's insane.
Michael Schumacher. I don't know if he's still alive, Aaron. Do you know he got in that horrible accident? He's probably made more money. He's probably in the top 3 athletes of all time. One year he made $100 million.
I think Usain Bolt should have been like number 1, as well as Michael Phelps or Serena. I think
Everything was going fine until you just said that. You think Usain Bolt should be number 1 on this list?
He was in 22 races and he got first in 21 of them. Domination. Fastest man ever. Yes, he's dominating.
Who'd you want to know their score?
Ian
Poulter. +5 finish for the day. He may not make the cut.
Yeah.
So let's talk about our little list here, Coach, because we had a little friendly wager
on national radio.
for a little pop, little soda, like you like to say.
Little soda pop.
So let's go through this little list. Coach's list for the Masters is Tiger, not doing so good. Phil, not doing so good. Roy, he's doing all right. Justin Rose, he's doing okay. Tony Finau.
What is
We gotta
Finau?
talk
Finau. From Salt Lake
John
City.
Rahm. Where is John Rahm? I
Where's
haven't
John?
heard anything about him in this tournament. And Sergio Garcia. There's coaches' teams, players.
I went for the older, more mature players.
Here's mine. Ricky Fowler, tearing it up. Jordan Spieth, tearing it up. Justin Thomas. Young, tearing it up. Dustin Johnson. Jason Day, he's kind of average. Bubba, -1. Zach Johnson.
Does your mommy know you're on radio? You look
She
like
does.
a baby.
She does. Anyway, what's that have to do with me whooping you, trying to change the subject here?
Yeah, I am trying to. There's some great story. How do you pronounce this? This kid's a fireman from Brockton, Massachusetts. How do I say that?
Perazali.
How do you say it? He's a fireman that's playing as an amateur in the Masters. He won the some amateur tournament to qualify, the Mid-Am. All right, that's not
Nice.
very interesting. But there's a lot of interesting stories in the Masters. Okay, what is on your mind today?
Well, I got to finish up. If you watched any of this Masters today, I watched a little bit of it. These greens are so fast. It's incredible. The wind's blowing today, and these guys are hitting it on the green, and it just rolls right off.
They're just tapping it, and you just see it go.
Yeah,
it's insane.
I mean, you miss by that much, and it's gone. It could be gone down the hill, and you're struggling. These guys are struggling just to make par and bogey.
Can I ask Jared a question on Travis Talk Sports every Friday at 1
I'll
o'clock?
allow that.
Can I ask Travis?
I'm allowing that.
Okay. What is your age group, the millennials, think of just the money that these athletes make? Do you guys ever talk about it? I mean, when an athlete's making 10, 15, or the NFL draft's coming up. So first-round guys are guaranteed $10 to $20 million. Guaranteed.
I would say we're a bit more players. We're a bit more pro players than we are pro owners. I guess to say when someone offers you that much money, you're a fool not to take it. You know, that's just the way the contracts are in sports right now with how much TV deals and advertising is. Spectrum, I know it's a word you didn't like to say, but they are paying for the Lakers and Dodgers rosters for the next 10 years. That's how much, just all the money that's going on. That's paying for everything.
Dodgers got $8 billion. So that doesn't, I mean, you kids don't talk about it like that?
I mean, we're not mad about it. We're just like, hey, get that money, man. That's pretty cool.
Where do you go? Do you hang out at bars? Where do you hang out?
I'm not 21 yet, so I can't.
Oh, you're not? Okay, good. Nice. Your mom's listening. Good answer. Great answer.
I mean, we hang out together. We just watch games together a lot. I guess you could say the big games. We just talk about it through, like, just texting and stuff.
What about becoming a gamer? What about forgetting broadcasting, even though you have a good voice, and get into gaming? Aaron wants to get into gaming.
Well, they have announcers for gaming.
Seriously?
These guys are in gaming leagues. It's becoming big.
TBS has a contract with esports. They're doing a lot of their
and so they have announcers that are announcing what's taking place on the video game.
Goodness.
Like the Lakers broadcast, you're broadcasting the video game.
Wow. I got to find out about this stuff. One of my grandboy, I was telling Jared at lunch, is a gamer. Went to a contest last week in Irvine.
There's big bucks in gaming.
Big dollars. I mean,
huge.
Well, former Laker Rick Fox bought a gaming team, if you want to call it, and so people are investing money in this.
Does anybody know a game I can go look at this thing? Can anybody do some research for me?
Oh, I don't know, Coach. I think you're past your time.
You do?
Yeah.
That's really nasty.
You could be an investor.
I mean, I'm looking at your phone, and it's large font, and I don't know if gaming is for you. You know.
Yeah.
I could buy a team. I'll buy a team.
Hey, there you go.
You got to know the right team to buy, though.
Yeah, no kidding. Yeah. But do you play games?
No, I don't play video games.
Do you play this Fortnite?
I mean, I play with my friends. It's really fun to play, yeah.
Do you, Travis?
I don't anymore. When I did, I played, NBA 2K and NFL Madden. I played sports games. NASCAR, I loved playing NASCAR. You can play live against other people. It's fun. My kids are totally into it. Too much into it. They're playing all the time.
Why, Aaron just hurt my feelings really bad. I'm going to be all right. Give me a tissue here for my...
What's the next topic here, Coach?
I want to talk about girls softball.
Oh, that's a subject I have not really looked into too much.
I was thinking, I didn't really sleep that great last night. I was thinking, what are the most obscure sports that nobody talks about, but they're a professional sport? Is there, like, cricket?
People should be talking about hockey. We got the playoffs coming up. The Kings are going to the playoffs.
What's hockey? What did he just say?
Dustin Brown had 4 goals last night.
Wow.
Come on.
Don't you put ice in a glass? I mean, you're skating on ice? I don't know. I don't
talented
know about
guys,
hockey.
very, very talented guys. Insane.
You watch
athletes,
hockey?
You're right.
Yeah.
I love it in person. I love going the ice station.
The best sport live to watch.
It absolutely is. But on TV, it just, for some reason, doesn't register. The Kings going to make the playoffs?
Yeah.
And the Ducks will be in the playoffs, of course.
Probably, yes.
Yeah. So
who's the favorite? This new Vegas team has had a phenomenal
they're going to be the first
year.
seed in the Western Conference. That's pretty cool. You know, the Penguins, they've won the last 2 years. They're going to be in it again.
The Knights from Vegas?
Golden Knights, yeah. They're one of the top teams. Nashville Predators, who were the Western Conference runner-ups last year. They're way up there.
Do you want me to write the letter
well.
for your parents? Dear Mom and Dad, I know this letter won't come as a surprise. I'm moving to Vegas for you, Jared.
Yeah. Can it
well,
come? You have
well, the
stationery?
Raiders. Yeah,
the Raiders are moving there as well. They're building their stadium where the Golden Knights play. It's a brand new, fantastic arena.
You can use my duck stationery, but you'd have to black out the duck. You know, the Oregon Ducks. You okay with that?
Speaking of NFL, you know, the Rams made another big trade.
Unbelievable.
Super Bowl 53 champion.
I know,
Los
everybody's
Angeles
already
Rams.
given him the title.
Jared, what did you just say?
So the Super Bowl 53 champion, Los Angeles Rams.
Yeah, they've given him the title.
Domination.
On paper, it could be true, but you actually do have to get out there on the field. But they got Cooks from New England.
You have to stay healthy. In any sport, you've got to stay healthy. Steph knows that. But the Rams, you're right, nice call. On paper, their defense, they don't have a weakness on defense now. Unbelievable.
Really that linebacker area because they traded away Robert Quinn, Alec Ogletree, their veterans to get the picks. But they have like 5 or 6 picks in the NFL draft. They can get stuff right there. You won't be able to throw on them. You won't be able to run the ball on them. It's just that middle of the field we gotta look out.
I think the future for the Rams, as long as they stay healthy, as long as golf stays healthy, and as long as
golf.
Jared Goff.
I call him golf. What do you call him?
Goff.
I call him his name, Goff.
How do you pronounce it?
Goff.
Okay, that's fine.
I don't even think that they need to win the Super Bowl. I think that they just need to build enough intrigue to
If they
get
make
people
it to the NFC Championship game, I'll call it a success.
They need to build enough intrigue for people to buy season tickets for this new stadium. That's what they're doing right now.
Jared, your dad's got more money than Amazon. Did he buy one of those licensing?
He does
things
not want
for-
to pay $25,000.
25. How try
personal seat
100,000? 100,000 for Rams.
25 is the cheapest. What they're going for right now.
Yeah, cheapest
for the personal seat
Yeah, up
license.
in the nosebleed.
Travis has got
$25,000.
money. I'm surprised he didn't buy a couple of
Yeah,
seats.
right. If I had money, I would never do it. Spend it on that. I'd be front row Lakers.
What would you spend it on?
I just said front row Lakers. And
What-
new ping golf clubs.
They came in. I pick them up Tuesday. We got to take a break. We'll come back. Travis talk sports on award-winning KHTS 1220 AM and 98.1 FM.
Biz busy on the bus.
The best live theater can be found right here in the Santa Clarita Valley. The Canyon Theater Guild has been entertaining audiences for decades with top quality musicals and plays. Located on Main Street in Old Town Newhall, CTG also offers workshops for the young actor in your family. For more information, call the box office at 799-2702 or go online to canyontheater.org.
Your hometown station.
Our news team at KHTS is constantly working to keep you informed. If you want the latest and greatest information on the Santa Clarita Valley, just sign up for the KHTS newsletter. SCV News delivered directly to your email inbox every weekday by 5 p.m. and a special weekend edition on Sundays. All it takes is an email address and you're set. Go to hometownstation.com to register.
98.1 FM and AM 1220.
Hi, this is Jason Perez with New American Funding, Santa Clarita's own homegrown mortgage expert. Visit my website at lendscv.com or give me a call at 661-972-1092. Whether you're a first-time home buyer or trying to go from your condo to a castle, here at New American Funding, my team and I are here to help you do whatever you need. Once again, feel free to give me a call, 661-972-1092, or visit my website at lendscv.com. I'm looking forward to working with you.
This is Bernard Cash with Earthwise Nutrition Center. We have been serving Santa Clarita Valley from the same location in Granary Square Shopping Center for the last 30 years. We built our business on earning people's trust. What you get at our store, you will not get anywhere else. You're going to get a family that's going to tell you the truth, that's more interested in earning your business long-term versus making a big sale. You're going to get 30 years of knowledge, and you're going to get a wide variety of products that actually work. You can visit us at buyearthwise.com or call us at 661-255-2928.
Hometown. Your hometown station.
Hey, Biz, let it drop right here.
Hey, welcome back to the final segment of the Travis Talks Sports Show. If you got a take on anything we've talked about today, give us a call, 661-298-5487. We're going to have a new segment here called the Jared Minute, where we're going to talk about what Jared wants to talk about.
I
don't
that.
like.
Well, he's a millennial. I'm so curious because I don't see. When I go to a ball game, I don't see 20-year-olds. I'll see a lot of 30-year-olds, but I don't see. I'm concerned, and I asked you at lunch, Jared, is your generation going to support these stadiums, you think, going forward?
I mean, it's kind of hard to support the Rams Stadium unless you got $25,000 to spend, which we obviously don't have right now.
$12 for a hot dog. I mean,
yeah, that's insane.
Yeah.
If I go to Dodger Stadium, it's $20 for 2 hot dogs and a drink.
Yeah. And that, to me, that bugs me probably more than anything. They're making
sure those hot dogs are $10.50 each.
They're expensive.
The all beef ones. That's. I was sitting in the outfield, so maybe it was cheaper.
Yeah, it's at least $7.
Yeah.
For the only $7.
Yeah. Awful.
I don't even know.
Awful.
Go to Costco for $1.50 and you've got the best lunch ever.
Oh, yeah. And you get a drink.
And a drink.
Yeah.
Ridiculous. Back to the Jared Minute.
Only a minute?
All right.
We'll give you a little bit longer. It depends. I can cut you off. I can cut you off any second I want. Turn that mic off, and we'll go somewhere else.
Yeah. All right. So what's on your mind, millennial?
Well, I was just, basically when it comes around to this year for March, it's interesting to watch people my age now. Now, growing up, watching the college games, those people are still older than me. Now that I'm 20 years old, a lot of those players, they're right around the same age as me. And it's interesting to see how much money the NCAA and the TV networks are pulling in, and majority of those players aren't making any money off of that. So for people my age, we believe that the players should be compensated at least somewhat for how much they brought in $1 billion, the NCAA, just in the last 3 weeks for the tournament.
So
it's so hard to regulate it, though. Obviously, the top players, as we saw in Arizona, Ayton got paid $100,000 to go to Arizona.
I just don't think that if you pay the players, that solves the problem. I think that there's still going to be some agent on the side saying, hey, yeah, I know you're getting this, but I can give you a little bit more here, X, Y, Z.
Yeah.
So I just don't think that it solves the problem. Then I think you got a lot of other students that maybe aren't athletes, but they're part of some other group, and they bring in some sort of revenue for the school, obviously not as much as the athletes do. So what are you going to do now? They're going to want to get something. And so, I just think that because they're not professional, if you want to label them professionals, go ahead. They are getting free tuition. They are getting free books. They are getting free food. They are getting free athletic gear as much as they want. So I think it is hard to regulate. But I think you open up a whole other arena here that I don't know if anyone wants to get into when you talk about other people from the school. And then, well, is it fair for these athletes to get a free ride and everything when you aren't an athlete? You're just a student there, and you're paying way out of your you-know-what to go to school there, and then you get your 4-year degree and you got $200,000 in debt? I don't know. I don't understand that.
Yeah, I that's a good point about it. I don't think it's not going to solve any agent problem. I just see how much money that Saban and those guys are making. He's making millions of dollars a year. I just wish the NCAA wouldn't call themselves nonprofit when they're pulling in this much money. The conferences as well, it's really the TV contracts. I just think some way they could be a stipend sent back to their parents as well. A lot of these athletes, they don't come from super affordable places. They need that free tuition, or else they couldn't even go there in the first place.
It's a very big discussion that we should continue next week. I think when you look at, honestly, these kids need to get paid something. Yes, they're getting a scholarship, but the truth is a lot of these great athletes don't even go to class. They have tutors that go to class. You know this, Jared. They have tutors that go to class for them.
Big thing at North Carolina, they were taking paper classes where you just write one paper.
Right.
And that's all you did.
But
you didn't have to go.
You touched on something, Jared. The professors in these legacy schools get paid $100,000 to $300,000. They may teach 2 or 3 classes a week. They're writing books the students have to buy. And here, I want to bring it all the way back to our local high school teachers barely making a living to live here. So this is where the NCAA, Travis, I think could help local school systems with this money. We've got a real problem with education. When you talk to teachers, my son's a teacher, my mother was a teacher, my daughter-in-law is a teacher, they don't have the resources. So when you have an institution that's making $1 billion a year, let's put that money back in the communities.
Well, that's the thing. They don't want to give up the money, right? Then it wouldn't be a big issue about paying the players or giving to your local high school. They don't want to give up the money.
These are stupid adults, Travis.
A lot of renovations. That's what's going on. We see, obviously, with the Coliseum now, they sold the naming rights so they could pay.
To who? Who'd they sell it to?
It'll be now the I don't even want to say it because it just makes me
Don't
so
say
upset
it.
as a USC fan. Is the United Airlines Memorial Coliseum. Isn't that just absolutely terrible?
Well, and that's the other thing. You're right. When they are spending money, they're putting it back into nicer facilities and gyms and things like that
they are spending the money.
attract
They aren't just hoarding
athletes to their school.
I will say that.
But they're spending it for themselves, for their benefit, for their gain.
Mm-hmm. So they can continue to have the best facilities so they can recruit more players and make more money as they get
Okay, so I haven't got any traction with what I said about the NC2A giving money back to schools. But how about
I think that is a good point.
How about thank you, Jared. And you're welcome back on the show anytime for saying that.
If the Pac-12, they make a lot of money. If they can help out, the CIF and other
I just gave a reason why they won't.
But, okay, why can't corporate America, who's benefiting dramatically through some of these sports relationships, give back to the local school districts?
They don't want to. As Travis said, they want the money.
Greed.
Greed is good.
Right?
Well, we're running out of
So
time.
I think
we should talk about
these millennials should be
talk
upset.
to school teachers. And
I am upset about it.
Oh, well, then why would you? I don't see how it corresponds in with wanting to pay
Goodell making so much
the
money.
players.
Private plane for life. Ridiculous.
Who got that? Yeah,
Goodell.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Obviously, NFL's for profit, but
Yeah,
Well,
but
yeah,
it's such a big subject. We should talk about it, and it might be interesting to bring a teacher in here from our local school district. Maybe our school district is a little better off than some of them, but the inner city school districts, the outlying school districts in Middle America, the teachers are striking. They don't have the resources. A lot of them say they're striking not for themselves, but for the students. Jared?
All right, before we get out of here, let's give a rundown here back on the Masters tournament because in my mind it's the big thing this weekend. And Patrick Reed is still in the lead with -7.
Did you have him on? Did you have him?
I do not have him. I do the one guy I do have that's doing well is Spieth at -4.
All right.
So,
Jared, will you come back? You're good, son.
Thank
You're
you.
good.
If you'll have me, I will.
We'll have you back, man, and maybe I'll talk to the boss, and you could be doing what Aaron's doing someday. All right, see you next week. Travis Talk Sports, 98.1 and 12:20 a.m., 1 o'clock every Friday.
See you next week, folks.